From 3-foot to 2-foot gauge. A short walk from the Manx electric station is the Groudle Glen Railway. Sea Lion departs for Sea Lion Rocks. "56 years earlier, Polar Bear departs. Doomed in 1962, the railway is now run by a team of enthusiasts led by Tony Beard.
The story of Groudle Glen began in 1893 when a local businessman saw the potential of a tourist attraction here. And the first thing he did was actually build a series of paths leading out to a beach in a coastal headland where he built a zoo where there were sea lions and polar bears. In 1896 he provided another attraction, and that was the building of this 2-foot gauge railway, and purchased 2 engines from Bagnall's in Stafford and appropriately named them Sea Lion, which is the locomotive behind me, and Polar Bear. And these continued operating the railway until 1939 and the outbreak of the war. In 1950 they managed to get the trains running again, but only for a short section onto the headland. But 1962 proved to be the very last year, and the railway was then dismantled, the tracks removed, and it wasn't until 1982 that a bunch of volunteers decided to recreate this railway and to put it back as a tourist attraction. And in 1986 we managed to start running trains for the very first time. By luck and being in the right place at the right time, we managed to send Sea Lion, or the derelict remains of her, off to BNFL in Sellafield in Cumbria. And over a 2.5-year restoration programme, she was restored to working order and came back here in September 1987.
The route is stunning. A hard climb through the tree-lined glen precedes the headland section. The terminus at Sea Lion Rocks was reopened in 1992. Trains had been absent here for 53 years. The course of the track bed is now slightly further inland. Some of the original rails are still visible. Steam was threatened here in the 1920s. Battery electrics were introduced for 6 seasons before steam made a triumphant return. The remains of the zoo are still visible. This was the Polar Bear Pit. Visitors could view the animals from a footbridge. Sea lions once performed here. We return to Len Cone with Polar Bear. Sea Lion rounds the same curve. In the preserved railway scene, the line is almost unique, built to carry tourists from the middle of nowhere to the edge of it. The railway performs its original task well. How many other railways can claim to be true to their origins?